Now they're set to go. Moongara, first time in open company, the short favourite for the Top Cut Stakes. And they certainly are. They're racing. Frenzal Rom pinged out from the inside. Away nicely Moongara, pressing on, looking for the lead, but Fire Tane kicking up in the middle. Frenzal Rom's rider keen to hold the early rail and the lead, but he can't on the chestnut, and Moongara goes to the front. Magical Spirit working over with Lockie and pushing through Agincourt Express as well, as there's another leader. Lockie goes clear of Magical Spirit on the outside. Now third Moongara from Agincourt Express, Fire Tane. Otto Man back to third last. Second last, Frenzal Rom. He was first away, and Newtown Jet up on his outside. They're in the back straight, 1450 metres to go. Magical Spirit has the head in front of Lockie on the rails. Now draws out 3/4 and a length in front. So here it is, our fourth leader in the race. In front, Magical Spirit by a length. Agincourt Express working up 3 wide. It's going up to look for the lead now. Moongara the centre, Lockie on the rails. Now Agincourt Express goes to the front. So it's a field of what? 8, and there's 5 leaders so far in the Top Cut Stakes. Lockie relegated to 4th from the stablemate Fire Tane. Otto Man was 3 deep from Frenzal Rom, and Newtown Jet remains last. 1,000 left. And the pilot is Agincourt Express, leading by a length on Magical Spirit. A length and a half third, Lockie. 4th is Moongara. And a further length and a half away came Fire Tane on the inside of Otto Man. From Newtown Jet, saved for 1 run, and Frenzal Rom is now last. On the side, 650 metres to go in the Top Cut Stakes, and Agincourt Express leading from the roughy Magical Spirit, the margin a half. 2 away Moongara, tracking up beautifully on the speed around Lockie from Fire Tane, Otto Man. Newtown Jet taken widest of all, and Frenzal Rom. He's flat-footed last of all in a muddling race on the corner. Agincourt Express at the 300 leads by a length. Lockie gets off the inside from Magical Spirit. Moongara let down with its run. Lockie coming quickly at Agincourt Express, and they've drawn clear of Moongara and Newtown Jet. Lockie on the outside hit the lead from Agincourt Express, and then came Moongara. It's Lockie in front of Agincourt Express and Moongara, and Lockie's too good. Lockie scored by 2 lengths. Second in Agincourt Express. Third Newtown Jet, I'd say a half head to Moongara, and just behind them Frenzal Rom, Fire Tane, in a funnily run race with 5 leaders in running. Magical Spirit and Otto Man amongst the tail enders.
Trained by Stuart Webb, likes the Morphettville track. Lockie brought over today. He's had 2 starts at Morphettville now for 2 wins, and he's got home at double figure odds in the listed Top Cut Stakes over 1 Agincourt Express and possibly 3 third Newtown Jet. We'll confirm those numbers in just a moment. Righto, our next commitment is Moonee Valley, race number 6. And that race is coming up in about 7 minutes at Moonee Valley for the 3-year-old colts and geldings over 1,000 metres. A few here having their first runs back from a break, including numbers 1, 2 and 3. Marchak has had 1 race start for 1 win. He's the favourite at $3.80. And over the page, Grand Central I thought had a bit of a chance here at double figure odds at around $15. That's
a listed race winner here, but he's likely to need this outing today. He's been a drifter on course. Now, this Heart Attack here, he's not wanting to go up into the barrier stalls. He really is a horse with a mind of his own. He wouldn't go to the start until they took the pacifiers off him when he was on the track at the 50-metre mark, and now he's refusing to go into the gates. A couple of these a little wider out have moved in. Bun Reba, who's been quite well tried on track today, he's going to appreciate the sting out of the ground. He's moved up. This is Smart and Classy about to come in. Previous race, run of the day, taken out by Silver Birch. He was in heaps of trouble, but turned what looked like a certain defeat into victory in the last 100 metres. He was a $70,000 purchase at the New Zealand Ready to Run sales. When they got him home, they found he had a hoof problem. He had a split hoof, and he had a procedure performed on him which needed 21 screws placed in the foot before he even raced. That was done, and well, he's turned out to be a very smart racehorse. He's going to have a crack at the Lord's Stakes on Boxing Day over 1,800 as his main aim. Now, Step Ahead has moved in. News has come through that he won't be running in pacifiers here. Heart Attack, and he's in the gates. Now, Grand Central has moved up. Make Me a King is ready, so they look set to go. 1,000 metres again, light flashes. 6th event out at Moonee Valley. Step Ahead stood well in the orange. All clear, away. And now Heart Attack missed the start by about 4 lengths. And also a little slow to move was Marchak. He's settling towards the back. And as they jump into stride now, one of the first out, Lacrima Gold, leading from Storm and Gun. Back third, then moving up on the outside is Grand Central. And they're followed by Marchak, who now drives up wide out around Step Ahead. And they're followed Smart and Classy, Siberia the outside and the all white. A length and a half, Bun Reba well back on the inside from Cook Street. Make Me a King, and 2 to Heart Attack. He's well named. Up towards the home turn. And on the inside, Storm and Gun with Lacrima Gold. They're leading to Grand Central. Step Ahead just behind them. Marchak is wider out, and then Siberia, followed by Cook Street. Into the straight, Storm and Gun the inside as the narrow leader from Lacrima Gold, and Grand Central running on. Marchak's battling away. Step Ahead had to switch to the inside. Here's Cook Street. Cook Street after this leader. It's Cook Street racing up to Grand Central. Grand Central, Cook Street, not much in it. Grand Central and Cook Street hitting it together. Third is another photo. Siberia or Step Ahead. Then Bun Reba, followed in by Storm and Gun. Marchak battled after a hard run, and then Lacrima Gold, Smart and Classy, and back at the tail end of the field to Make Me a King and Heart Attack. Not sure about this. Cameraman's going with Cook Street. Grand Central's pretty prominent though on the inside, and I'm not willing to have a go. Oh yeah, that's very, very close indeed. Could go either way, this. Very, very tight. Might be the inside looking at that, but I wouldn't be convinced. Here's the number. 5 has got it, Cook Street. Cameraman's a good judge. 5 Cook Street has got there. 9 Grand Central has run second. And it was also a fairly tight issue for the third.
Yeah, another deceptive finish there. You would have sworn the inside horse had hung on, but not so. And Cook Street for Stephen Arnold and Brian Cox. Well, we mentioned that you've got to respect those that stable when they come to town, and I've done it again. Righto, let's go to Eagle Farm now for race number 5. And Larry Olsen's about to give us the lowdown on the 5th.
Thanks, Dan. Yes, we've made 3 a special here this morning. Looks beautiful in the enclosure, keeping him there. He's going to get a lovely run here. He's got the 1 alley and the allowance. A really good run in his last start. And as I say, he does really look the part going round. He's in great shape. Les Kelly does a great job. We've got the numbers 3, 10, 6 and 1. Now
the top rater over Shivago, Hijacker and Loud Atlas. Have a look at this. Loud Atlas at 380. John O'Shea has gone to the stewards and tried to scratch the horse because he considers it won't handle the sting out of the ground. The track has been downgraded again to dead, and the stewards have refused John permission to scratch Loud Atlas. So, well, he's $3.80 in favourite at the moment. We're about to head to Rosehill Gardens. Pugad Larwin is horse number 9. It's at $8.30, trained by...
Won by Pearly Kings. Number 4 landed some nice bets. Darren Beatman beat 12 Campbell's Run, 3 Mukarina, and 7 fourth other winners: Sassy Switch, Almasiga, Dan Bird and Dorky. This is 1,400 metres, and Cape Power to come up. Sun again shining brightly here at Rosehill Gardens after a nice downpour. And I'd say we're all ready for action now. Yes, there's the lights. Starter goes up onto the ladder. Presses the button, and there they go. And Danny Dancer immediately out the back with Pugad Larwin. And Participate first out from his stablemate Cheem Hijacker going up quickly, followed closely by Cape Power. And then a break Royal Circle, Cabin Fever threading his way through the field. Length and a half Zhivago, followed by Lord Atlas, 2 lengths to Typhoon, Showtime Pete. A length and a half to Blazing Arch, similar margin, Shannon Magic, Danny Dancer and 2 Pugad Larwin. Out of the back straight, 9.50 to go, and the well-tried Participate leads Cheem 3/4. 1 away third, and on a limb is Cape Power from Hijacker, Cabin Fever. Off the track is Royal Circle past the 800. Then comes Lord Atlas and Zhivago. Typhoon on the outside of Showtime Pete, and then Blazing Arch. And the last trio are Danny Dancer, Shannon Magic and Pugad Larwin, who's 3 deep. Down past the 550, and Participate leads the way. A length on Cheem, wider Cape Power. Hijacker holding the rails, followed by Cabin Fever. And then a gap in proceedings to Royal Circle and Zhivago as they set sail for the judge. And Lord Atlas back about 7th, near enough to the inside. at the 300 marker in the straight and Participate. Shaken Up got away from Cheam. Cape How on the outside, followed by Royal Circle and Cabin Fever. Participate the leader. Cape How on the outside is a danger, and Cabin Fever getting up on the inside. Participate just in front of Cape How, and then Lord Atlas. Participate hanging on. Lord Atlas flew at him though. Lord Atlas or Participate from Cape How, and then Royal Circle, Cabin Fever, Shannon Magic, followed by Cheam. Showtime Pete Javago, and then on the outside came Danny Dancer, Blazing Arch, and the last trio in were Hijacker in company with Pugadlawan and Typhoon. Lord Atlas has come with a witherer, and he went up to Cape How, and on the line Lord Atlas looks to have just got in looking at that ground shot. If that's reliable, number 7 Lord Atlas might just get there, and has. Number 7 is first, Lord Atlas, written by Hugh Bowman. Oh, I'll tell you about the addendum there in a moment. Number 8 second, Participate, written by Corey Brown.
Well, there you go. The stewards at Rosehill certainly knew better, and they refused to scratch Lord Atlas. It's been the right move, but he's been a big drifter, let me tell you. He was $3 when betting opened, and has got out to $5.60 and $2.40, and I guess a lot of punters would have been put off by the request from John O'Shea. Participate second, and Cape How's run third.
So they're making a good line for the City of Marion Stakes. The winner exempt from ballot on the Christmas handicap, which is Boxing Day, over the 1450. The natural progression from this race before that would be, for most of these and others, the Durbridge Stakes over 1300 in a fortnight or so. Now they're ready to run, I think. They look right. Set, they're racing. Didn't hold them long and away nicely. Dimness from the inside. King's Choice out the back. Real Time going fast. Empress Waltz is up over racing. In fact, she's going to the lead, Empress Waltz, from Real Time and Rally. Just behind them, Intrepid Astronaut being followed next by Oh So Discreet, Dimness, King's Choice and Ken Cheval. Empress Waltz filling the bridle at the 800, a length and a half to Rally. 3/4 away Real Time. 1.5 Intrepid Astronaut, Oh So Discreet, followed by Dimness. A fair way back came Ken Cheval. Back at the tail with King's Choice. It's Empress Waltz at the 650. 3/4 to Rally with a shades off again today. He's running a Ford race. Third is Real Time, 2 away. A length and a half Intrepid Astronaut, followed by Oh So Discreet, King's Choice, Ken Cheval, and last of all is Dimness, and not travelling at all well at the moment by the 400 Empress Waltz. In a rare role for her this preparation. She's a length on Rally, ducking in behind her. 1 away came Real Time. Then Intrepid Astronaut down the outside at the 250. Holders yet to let her go. Empress Waltz. She's 2 in front of Real Time, chasing gamely. It's Empress Waltz. Real Time trying to get up to her. Then came Intrepid Astronaut. Oh So Discreet. Empress Waltz is stopping, trying hard. Real Time and Oh So Discreet. Empress Waltz hanging on. Real Time lunged. I don't think he got there. I think Empress Waltz may have led all of the way to win the City of Marion. It's close. Could be Empress Waltz a half head on Real Time, and on the outside Oh So Discreet, a close third. It's a photo 3 ways. Behind them Intrepid Astronaut, Dimness, Ken Cheval, Rally, and King's Choice was one of the last in. Well, I think Holder wanted to take a trail early, but when nothing presented, he was forced to allow her to just roll to the front. She was a sitting shot, 1:11.05 to the time. Real Time's lunged. Empress Waltz, Real Time. It should be Empress Waltz looking at that. What an amazing training performance by David Huxtable. She's got there, number 1. She's won again. That is 5 out of 6 this preparation. And soon on Sky will feature this man who has 3,000 chickens, 1,000 sheep and 1 horse. And he rides her in work on the beach and around the property there on Kangaroo Island. And that is the 29th time she's come to the mainland. It's very expensive to get on that Sea Link ferry, the Sea Lion 2000. You've got to have a horse who can pay his or her way. 137.
Yeah, and an amazing story too. You'll hear in that from David when he took Empress Waltz across to Melbourne for the Cup Carnival when she won that race on Cup Day. It was quite an amazing story. But she's been too good. Real Time second, Oh So Discreet third, and Ken Cheval's run a bottle of a race. He was the widest runner It's been beaten a bit more than a length on the line in 4th place. Now, Melbourne, Moonee Valley race 7 and .com is at 560, 670 Prolific, Sandbelt 750, Medipal at 720. As we check over the page, a 680 for Barrelay and 11 No Alibi. Eagle Farm in 16, apprehended on top here from Avon Jewel, 5, 9, 4 and 18. As we have a quick look at the market, Sheer Devotion looks like it's the favourite, the bottom weight. Princess Clang at 430 and apprehended 570, and Sheer Devotion is the favourite, number 18. So I should say hello? Okay, yeah, number 18, Sheer Devotion for Brad Stewart. There it is at 380. Right, we'll take a break. Here are the totes at Morphettville. 1, 3 and 7, a break, and then back with the late mail at Moonee Valley with Alf Matthews.
Full of Rhythm, the grey, takes up his place, steadily improving after a long spell. Super Harry ready, Kieran McAvoy going for 3. This is El Franco, another grey. Medipel holding tote favouritism, but on course Barrelay is top pick. Good support Prolific, who goes in now. Stephen Arnold looking for 2 for the day. So the first 6 locked away. On track, Barrelay well supported and holds favouritism over Medipel, who's been steady through betting, but he's poor value by comparison. Good move has come for Prolific, number 4. Now going in, Valley of Kings is ready. 7th of the afternoon, 9.35 in the quaddie so far. Cook Street winning the previous for Stephen Arnold. Brian Cox, he's got 22 runners at Wodonga tomorrow for the Cup meeting there. Can you believe it? He's won 8 Wodonga Cups, out to make it back to back. He's got 4 runners in the Cup tomorrow. Terrific lineup at Wodonga for Brian. He's only got 45 or 50 in work generally, and 22 of them are going to be going around tomorrow. Now Sandbelt is in next to King Salieri, and this field looks set to go. 7th of the afternoon, away they go. And .com, the toppy, just missed the start by a length or so, and Prolific is drifting back too. Barrelay jumped okay today. So did No Alibi. King Salieri wide out going forward. The grey Full of Rhythm boots up. Down to the judge now. No Alibi has sufficient pace to lead. King Salieri went across from an outside barrier. He's up second. Full of Rhythm over races third. Came out under Barrelay. Medipel got through the rail. Maruya Bay goes forward wide out. 1 El Franco. They're trailed then by Valley of Kings, deep out and improving. Next is Black Type Magic, followed by .com, a length and a half to Sandbelt. Super Harry, and their trail well back in the field by Prolific, who's towards the tail over on the inside. As they make their way up now towards the turn near the 1200 metre mark, and Ski Rhythm was back towards the tail, and No Alibi's on top. Valley of Kings, after racing wide, strode up and joined No Alibi. 2 lengths Maruya Bay. King Salieri is 4th on the inside. Barrelay's getting a beautiful cut. 3 lengths back is El Franco. Medipel the inside, and then Full of Rhythm. A length .com, a length and a half Black Type Magic, Sandbelt, and then Super Harry. 2 to Ski Rhythm, and Prolific's last on the inside. Round the turn at the 800 metres, and No Alibi by a length. Maruya Bay hard ridden second. Valley of Kings wilting already. King Salieri through on the inside, and Full of Rhythm starts a run. 2.5 lengths away now. Medipel making ground. Barrelay's dropping out already. He's gone. Here comes .com with a run. Sandbelt is starting to pick up. Black Type Magic makes some ground. Prolific is a long second last up towards the turn here. Full of Rhythm straight up to join King Salieri. .com comes. Maruya Bay battles round the outside. Sandbelt is responding, and then Medipel. Prolific's picking up a little bit of ground at the home turn. .com racing up 3 away from the rail. Sandbelt, he's outside. They head off King Salieri. Next is Full of Rhythm, and then Medipel. Sandbelt up to .com with 150 to go. He took the lead. Sandbelt drew a neck to .com. He can't rally with his big weight, and Sandbelt under the whip comes away. Sandbelt beat .com 3/4. He got tightened up on the line. Medipel 3 lengths back third. Then King Salieri, Prolific, Full of Rhythm, a long break, Maruya Bay. Another break then to Super Harry, Black Type Magic, Valley of Kings, No Alibi, El Franco, Ski Rhythm, and 100 metres Barrelay last of all.
Number 5, Sandbelt. ridden by Noel Callow at 9.70 and 2.90 over 1.com and 7 Medi Powell. Eagle Farm comes up in 7, the Tattersalls Classic, the feature race for the day. Well, one of the features, Princess Clang, is at 4.20, Apprehended at 5.70, and the favourite is the bottom weight, Sheer Devotion, number 18. I think we're about to head to Larry Olsen. Kate Tinsley, who's already had a winner today, is about to join Larry at Eagle Farm.
Okay, she makes her first start back from the Winter Stakes. Of course, she showed how good she was last time in. Has she come back up?
Yeah, I believe she has, Larry. She had 2 months in the paddock after the Winter Carnival, and she's been back in work now, 96 days. She's had
5, 1 and 7. Weight is right. The trifecta paid $291, and it's right to pay. Let's head to Alan at Eagle Farm now for race 6.
This is the Tattersalls Classic. They're starting to fill the gates for one of the big races today. Princess Clang's been very heavily back late here. That's the one they've come for. She's got a wide gate. She drew 15 in the original draw, and she comes in 2. She'll start from 13 in a field of 16. She races in the orange colours. Orange pink seams and a pink cap. This is her coming up to the gates now, number 2. She's a lovely filly by Clang. And she goes in. Now, God Help Me goes forward. Here's Powder Burner, Miss Blue Bonnet coming up. And they're set to go on the Tats Classic. $75,000 race. They're ready to go. Sheer Devotion's been another horse, been well back. Princess Clang and Sheer Devotion have been the top 2, with Princess Clang back heavily late in betting here. She'll run our favourite. Now they're set to go. You want to watch for Princess Clang. She's a speed runner. She was beaten 2.5 lengths behind Shower Heart and Felvalon in the Stradbroke Handicap in the winter, coming off a barrier trial win at the Gold Coast recently. Now we're set for them. Bill Shuck. Well, the starting signal not yet given. It can't be too far away. Chief Steward Steve Railton now says it's start time. We're ready. And they're racing, and Princess Clang began brilliantly from an outside gate, and Avon Jewel was one of the first to go from near the inside, and Apprehended began quickly, and it will lead. On settling down, Apprehended led Avon Jewel, Westward third, another Sin fourth, and Princess Clang, she's over fifth, one off the rail. Then behind those we've got going up on the outside, Miss Astur. Over on the inside was Petula, followed by Lady Isabella, Diddy Do, No More Kisses, Sheer Devotion is worse than midfield. A long way back on the field, Lena's Treasure, followed by Powder Burn, Miss Blue Bonnet and Calissa, and God Help Me is last of all. Apprehended led at the 500 metres mark, 1.5 to Avon Jewel. Westward third, another Sinners fourth, and Princess Clang's now coming to the outside. Miss Astur starts a run from Petula, and now Sheer Devotion's about to rev up and join in. Apprehended led 300 to go from Avon Jewel. Now Princess Clang is joining in quickly on the outside, and Sheer Devotion and Lady Isabella. Apprehended joined by Avon Jewel, and now Princess Clang, and class might be starting to tell. It will. Princess Clang dashed to the lead from Avon Jewel and dashed away. Princess Clang beat Avon Jewel. Great photo third. Might be Sheer Devotion just in front of No More Kisses and Apprehended. Then God Help Me, followed by Lady Isabella, Miss Blue Bonnet, followed then by Powder Burn, then Calissa, another Sin, Nina's Treasure, Westward, Diddy Do, Petula, and last time was Miss Astur. You keep going back to 2.5 lengths in the Stradbroke behind Shower Heart and Felvalon. That's what you had to keep coming back to, despite the bad alley in the weight. She's a class performer. And to think that she was nearly dead after her first start in the race at Eagle Farm, which she got that badly galloped on. They rushed her to the vets down the road here from Eagle Farm to save her life, Princess Clang. And here she is, a 4-year-old mare, a great sprinting mare. And she's absolutely given them a bath. Number 2, Princess Clang. Great ride by John Powell. I just can't speak how highly this fellow's riding at the moment. $3.10 and $1.60. 9 Avon Jewel, $5.90. 18 did get third. That's Sheer Devotion, Brad Stewart to pay.
Yeah, very good win first up, wasn't it? Princess Clang over Avon Jewel and Princess Devotion. And that is a double too for trainer Kay Tinsley. He scored earlier today back in race number 2 with 10 King Leo. 2, 9 and 18 now confirmed. Now Rose Hill, looks like the sun's breaking through again there. Into the Night, who steps up to 1400 today at $8.10. Regent Street 420, Gabfest at 340. This Man Should is 9.50, and Solitary Soldier is also first up at $8.10. As we check over the page, Brits Best has got some support. $10. Corey Brown gave it a good lead, or gave it a good rap during an interview earlier with Joe McKinnon. Here's the winner, Returning Princess Clang at Eagle Farm, 2.918. The try paid $376. Now time for the late mail at Rose Hill as they're about to move onto the track. Here's Wayne Harris.
The main race of the day, the listed Festival Stakes, and what a good field. We've got quite a few smart horses retrieving from spells here. I've gone with one of those horses, number 6, Solitary Soldier. He's got a terrific fresh record, and he's won 2 from 3 on dead tracks. He's got the good draw and no weight in his back. I think that's more swayed me than anything, and he's been very well supported on course. I know he's been in work for a fair while with Gay Waterhouse. He's had a couple of trials and trialled quite well. So I think with the big weight pull over these couple at the top of the weights, I'll just go with him. He looked okay. I thought number 2, Regent Street, he's another one that's resuming from a spell. His first up record's pretty good. Very, very good horse, this bloke. He's unbeaten on dead tracks, 2 from 2. He's going somewhere, this bloke. I just wonder where he's going to get to on the run, but I know he's a good horse. 4 from 8 in his career, so we've got to throw him in there somewhere. Into the Night, he's had a long preparation, but I'll tell you what, no horses parade as good as he did here today. Won 2 of his past 3 starts, 1 at Rose Hill, 1 at Flemington, been everywhere. Take you on the 1400 metres for the first time here today, and his wet track form just a little bit questionable, but he's got 59 kilos, which is going to be the big query here. We'll need a touch of luck in running, but geez, on looks, he's got a big chance here. And one that's had support, number 3, Gabfest. Bit of question mark with him on wet tracks, but very good third at Rose Hill last start behind Brits Best, who he also meets here today. He's had to freshen up, but it is a tip around to say that he can run well here fresh. So we'll go 6 on top to be 2, 1 and 3 in a very, very good race.
It certainly is the Festival Stakes, and the favourite is Gabfest. Well, Keith Dryden puts the polish on this very good galloper.
To run in the Westpac Rescue Helicopter Festival Stakes. A very good betting race. Gabfest, best tried late. They're off in the festival to a great start too, and Air of Grace wide out, jump quickly. Away smartly, Tom Carews, a length away, third on the inside as they settle This Man Should. Into the Night is wide out, then Trillion Delight. Brits Best is being eased back a little to try and find a posse. Around the outside, Freebie is going up very quickly as they sort themselves out too. Racing onto the first corner at the 1000, and Tom Carews, the leader, Into the Night, works into second posse. Third, This Man Should from Air of Grace, Brantwood Manor, Trillion Delight. Solitary Soldier, Freebie, then Brits Best and Regent Street, Raw Instinct and Gabfest, and 3 Henderson Bay. On the side, 700 metres to run, and Tom Carews, the leader from the top weight, Into the Night. Third posse, This Man Should from Brantwood Manor and Air of Grace, then Solitary Soldier, creeping up on the inside from Trillion Delight, Freebie, and then comes Brits Best, a length and a half to Gabfest on the inside of Regent Street from Raw Instinct, and 3 or 4 lengths to Henderson Bay, they're homeward bound, and Tom Carews in front, a length and a half Into the Night, followed by This Man Should. Wider out, Brantwood Manor, Solitary Soldier sneaking along the rails. Gabfest is starting to put in a run, and he's entered the clear. Gabfest, he's coming very quickly, and Brits Best on the outside. Gabfest and This Man Should have raced clear from